What's up, guys? All right, so I just got done with a morning run. We got the St. Jude half marathon coming up in December. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but St. Jude is a children's hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. It specializes in the treatment of children with kind of devastating illnesses like cancer and blood disorders. And there's no charge to people. I mean, they charge insurance, but there's no copays. If you don't have insurance, you're free to come. Like, they even provide housing for people that come from all over the world. They've got like these leading specialists and experts for these illnesses, and it's just like it's like a lighthouse of hope, you know. So the marathon, half marathon, all these races, they do in early December. We've been doing them for the past several years because my daughter is a patient at St. Jude, and so I have to start training now, though, if I want to run a half marathon in December, because I am a horrible runner. So it takes me a lot of planning and preparation, and I don't run every day because, you know, I still like to lift weights and do my pull-ups and go to jiu-jitsu and stuff. So try to get in about 3 runs a week. Anyway, what was I saying? So if you want to, you can join our team, Team Susie Sunshine. If you're close, you can come to Memphis and run with us. Or you can just kind of donate money to St. Jude. Or you don't have to do any of that. But I'm just kind of giving you that option. So, but the point of this video was, you know, a lot of people have trouble tapering buprenorphine, and they wonder why. Like, why can some people just kind of come off of it and have no problems, and other people can be on like just minuscule doses and just never seem to be able to make that leap, or like they try and they kind of have to go back to it. But like, it all kind of depends on how your brain is recovering from the opiate addiction, okay? How you're resetting these receptors and how you're producing dopamine, you know, and all these other problems. It's not just how much withdrawal you're gonna have from the buprenorphine, although some people are gonna have, just the way their body utilizes it, are gonna have more withdrawal. But there are things that you can't control in this life. And that might be one of those things for you, kind of like cancer. But there are things that you can control. And so what might that be? Well, you can set yourself up, you know, to have the best ability to recover. And how do you do that? Well, by like healing your brain as much as possible without drugs. So exercising, you know, running, lifting weights, getting stronger. And I think you need a combination of strength training and cardiac endurance. And I'm a fan of like doing things that are a little bit outside your comfort zone. Like, I hate to run, but like setting a goal for myself and then achieving it. That actually helps the brain, guys. You need to get rid of the processed junk food. You probably need, this might be controversial, some red meat. And I'm not like one of those, I'm not like a keto carnivore guy, but like, you probably need some of the healthy fatty acids. But to get that and for it to be healthy and safe for you, you're gonna have to cut out all the processed junk, right? So you need some healthy fatty acids. You're going to need some blueberries. I'm a big believer that blueberries are like a superfood for the brain. And I think there's actually some evidence that backs me up a little bit and with this. But anyway, I'm a big believer in blueberries. You're gonna need some blueberries, right? So my little trick is I'll have blueberries like 2 or 3 times a week, get them frozen, throw them in like some Greek yogurt, or sometimes I'll just take some vanilla whey protein powder and mix them into that, and it's like delicious. And I'll either eat that as a snack for something sweet at night, which is basically just protein and blueberries. So it's like, there's no way you're gonna get fat eating protein and blueberries, more than likely. Or like the Greek yogurt, maybe I'll have that for breakfast. And then I try to cut down my other like carbs lower, so like the gluten, the wheat stuff, you know, that stuff that just kind of binds you, that just doesn't really make you feel any better, right? I know you guys want to go get a big sandwich, hamburger, but just get rid of those buns. So just start like focusing on that. Increase your water intake. You know, a lot of folks, now it's going to depend on like your size, etc., how much water you should get, and like your exercise ability. Most folks are kind of staying chronically dehydrated, and instead of grabbing that glass of water, you're grabbing like Diet Coke or whatever that's processed. It's got all those artificial sweeteners, which, you know, they've done studies on this. Like, that's not necessarily, just because there's 0 calories in it doesn't mean it's good for you. So try to drink more water. Like, just slowly start making these changes in your life. You maybe need to look at like the plastics you're using, things like that. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole, but I'm just saying, like, there's aspects of your environment that may be hampering you in ways that you couldn't, you know, you can't really put together. Like, you don't see it as the fact that I'm struggling with my with the buprenorphine taper. You're not necessarily putting that together with all these other aspects of your life. But you're not going to necessarily be able to reach out and change like some of the stressors in your life. Like, maybe, you know, if you've got a stressful job, you've got a family dynamics or whatever it is, right? But you can kind of slowly just start with yourself, slowly tweak things in your life. And you don't have to make like these rapid things overnight, even though some people do better just to say, I'm going to do it. So maybe if you're stuck on the couch, then you just need to start with getting up and going for a 30-minute walk every day. You know what I mean? Hitting 50 push-ups in as many sets as it takes, doing some body weight squats, you know, do that 3 times a week, something like that. Get a 30-minute walk in. Once you feel like the 30-minute walk is nothing, you know, maybe do 5 minutes of that running, the rest walking. You know, just little things, man, and just start to tweak your life. The things that you control, start to set some goals, hit some goals, you know, like making changes in your life. Put the other stuff on the backside, you know, like the trying to taper right now, if you're having problems with it. You know, maybe you'll come back to that once you get something else. Once you've hit this half marathon in December, maybe you'll come back, you know, to these other things you want to do in your life. Now, look, and I want to tell you this too, like, with our team, and I'm actually not saying like come join our team, but the team, it's a vast array of people. Like, we've got people who can actually run competitively, and we've had people who just walked it, right? But we all came together as a group to say, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to raise money for this hospital, for these kids. It doesn't matter on our ability. And so people had to set goals, and they had to hit it, right? You had to actually show up. And so maybe if you can't come to Memphis, you could at least do this, you know, from wherever you're at in the United States or the world or wherever you're watching from. December, look it up, St. Jude. I'll try to put a link in or somewhere. And maybe that can be a goal for you, to do a half marathon. Talk to your doctor, get your medical clearance, and, you know, just start making more positive changes in your life, guys. All right, guys, that's it for today. Make it a good one. Peace.